Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina. I am your host. Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Today's podcast is about the currency of you. What is currency? Currency is something you value. It is something you exchange. What is the value of you? What is the currency of you? How much, if you had to put a price tag on you, how much are you worth? How much do you feel you are worth? And it can be really eye-opening because we can say words are free and cheap, right? I can say I value myself, I love myself, I have confidence, I believe in myself. But if I have lack and limitation, if I have scarcity, if I have fear-based beliefs, they could be interfering with my set point, my self-value point, my self-worth point of view. So why do we want to look at how much do you really feel that you are worth? And it's really easy to look at outside topics to notice how are you showing up? Are you showing up as someone who really values you, who really knows your worthiness? Or are you settling? Are you tolerating? Are you accepting? So for example, maybe with your career or with your work, are you being paid what you know you are worth? Are you being paid what you are giving? There's an exchange that you agreed to with your job or your business, whatever you're doing for your livelihood. There is an agreement between you and that other party that is paying or for you or for your business. And is that an accurate reflection of what you're worth? A lot of times people undercharge. If you have your own business, a lot of times they have lack and limitation thoughts. They're afraid they can't charge what they feel that they're worth because who's going to pay for it? Who's going to buy it? So they intentionally devalue, lower, drop the currency in order to hope to find the customers or the clients. Or maybe with your job. Are you asking for what you know you are worth? Are you asking for what you are putting out? You're providing something, you're doing something for your job, your employment. Are you receiving an equivalent? Is the exchange mutually beneficial? What about your relationships? Do your relationships indicate that you value you? Do your relationships indicate that your tolerance, that your self-esteem, that your set point for what you expect in a relationship, all kinds of relationships, right? We have relationships with our family. We have relationships with friends, with neighbors, with coworkers, with your lover. You have all these different relationships. Are these relationships reflecting back to you that you value you? Sometimes we can get into a pattern. We can get into a pattern is a great word, where we tolerate things and maybe we give people passes. Oh, like they're just upset again, right? Oh, they're just emotional again. And maybe are you giving away too many passes? Are you not expecting? Maybe you really want someone to return your phone call or return your text, within 24 hours, but some of your associates or your friends, or family, takes them a week, 2 weeks to get back to you. Are you tolerating things that you really don't want to be tolerating? It's interesting because, it's so easy for us to say, well, like, I value me, I believe in me, but are my actions do my actions match my words? Do my actions match my words? Do my relationship match my words? Is my money matching my words? Like, that's why I really loved when I heard net worth equals self-worth. And granted, I know that you can be in a situation where you're intentionally not charging. So I'm not saying that it's 100%, accurate in every situation, but I'm saying, that's an interesting thing to consider. Does your net worth reflect your self-worth? Or are you settling? Are you tolerating? Are you not setting, is it time to raise the bar? That's a great way to ask the question. Is it time to raise the bar? Is it time to level up? Is it time to elevate your self-worth, the currency of you? Because if you think about it energetically, what is the currency of you? What are you worth? What do you think that you're worth? Do you think other people might be worth more than you? Have you put other people on a pedestal? Have you put other people like, oh, like, well, they're so important. They should deserve right? So it's an indicator. It just really helps us to self-reflect. Are we playing in the hierarchy program? Do we think some people are superior to us? Is it your birthright to have a high self-value? Is it your birthright to love, adore, believe, and be treated and honored with respect, with kindness, with generosity? Is that your birthright? Is it all of our birthright? Yes, 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 and yes, everybody's birthright, right? We all deserve kindness. We all deserve respect. We all deserve honor. We all deserve abundance. It's our birthright. So how do you level up? How can you figure out where you're at? Maybe do an honest assessment, figure out where you're at, and then figure out why you're there. See, that's the thing. Like, self-reflection is great. Self-reflection is great. I love self-reflection. I'm all down for the self-reflection. But then when we self-reflect and we discover why we're there, we start to find some limiting beliefs. We start to find some fear-based beliefs. We start to find some scarcity beliefs that are no longer serving us. Now it's time to do the work. Because these beliefs, they're patterns, they're ingrained in us, they're popping up like automatically. We're on autopilot with many of our beliefs. When you go shopping, here's a quick way to find out. When you go shopping, do you look at the price tag? Do you, I can't spend that much money on such and such. I don't deserve that. So I'm not saying spend money that you don't have, but I'm saying, what is your automatic response? Do you see this amazing t-shirt that you just like, I gotta have it, I love it. And then you just know, like, of course I'm gonna have it. I love it. My body wants it. My mind wants it. I want it. But then you look at the price tag and you go, oh, and then you talk yourself out of it. That's an interesting question, isn't it? So let's do the work. And how can we do the work? Well, that leads me to my invitation to you. Last year in 2022, I spent the winter in Daytona Beach. And during the winter, I created an amazing course, a high self-esteem mindset makeover course is what I call it. The value of you. The currency of you. It's a mindset makeover course. It has 5 modules. And in the course, I walk you through how to find out where you're at, how to get clear on where you want to be. Where do you really, really want to be? What do you really, really desire? Clarity is so important. And then get in. After we've done the assessment to really determine where you're at, then we got to get in and find out why you're not there. Not from a place of judgment, but from a place of observation, so you can shift. You can make a choice. You can make a change. You can try on some new clothes energetically, belief-wise, right? We can try on some new clothes with our beliefs to change our set point. You always can go back. You always can put your old clothes back on, right? You can always decrease your set point again. But why not up level? Why not ride the wave? Why not take a step up and see if you enjoy that space? See if you enjoy that vibrational state of being better than a lower state of being. It's your choice. So then once we figure out what our limiting beliefs are, then the next step is to do the work. It's to do the work. We have to disrupt the patterns. We have to change the patterns. We have to introduce some new ideas. And I've got some silly, fun, playful games to play to introduce some new ideas. And then we get clear, like, what's your job? How are you going to sustain it? How are you going to maintain it? Are you maintaining it? If you're not maintaining it, if you're not sustaining it, okay, that's okay. But then what's your job? What's your work? What are you going to do? So it's a super fun, super fun. I do say so myself. It's a super great because like, my thing is, I love manifestation, right? I love manifestation, but you cannot manifest if you don't believe you deserve it. So everything comes down to self-worth, self-esteem, self-value, the currency of you. So I can say I want this amazing house, but if I don't believe I deserve it, I'm not going to be able to manifest it. I can say I want this amazing career, this amazing job, this amazing business, but if I don't feel that I'm worthy of it, I won't be able to manifest it. Or if I do manifest it, I won't be able to sustain it because I don't believe in it, and so I'll sabotage it. If I want this relationship, do I deserve it? Do I believe I deserve it? Do I think I'm good enough? Do I think other people are out of my league? Ooh, that's an indicator, right? That's it. If you have any thoughts that somebody is out of your league, someone is superior to you, better than you, just proof and evidence, just an indicator that if you want, you've got some self-esteem rising to do. You've got some self-value to increase. And we're like, why not? Why not invest in you? Why not invest in your time, your energy, and your vibrational set point? What do you have to lose? Because if you don't like it, if you don't like that, you're starting to feel better, you're having better boundaries, you're having more confidence, you're articulating better, you're asking, you're getting more clarity on what you really, really want, what really, really makes your heart sing. If you don't like that way that feels, go back. You already know how that other set point works. You're already familiar with it. So it's so easy to go back. People are afraid to try, but why? If you think about it, it's kind of ridiculous. Why be afraid to try? Because you can return to the old set point really easily. So you are invited to join me. I am doing my September super sale. So it's just for September only. You can go to sabrinabrightstar.com. It is the self-esteem mindset makeover course, and you are invited to join me. And then I'm super excited because I'll get to hopefully, if you choose to share things with me, I'll get to read and receive your information on what's happening for you and how the games are working and some of your ahas on some lack and limiting beliefs. No big deal that you have them. Now that you've discovered them, you can choose to change them. So please check it out at sabrinabrightstar.com, and I look forward to co-creating with you.